How can we transform schools into spaces that help students reach their full potential and get closer to their dreams? This fundamental question has motivated our work in the Creative Schools program. In addition to connecting people, ideas, and initiatives that seek different ways of learning and teaching, we research, design, and support the implementation of pedagogical strategies and practices that promote holistic student development and bring schools up to speed with their time and closer to the world. The school we envisioned, a creative school, provides students with authentic learning experiences connected to their life and territory. It allows them the space to build the most varied projects based on their interests and needs, values the free expression of ideas, and gives children, young people, and adults a voice, includes the principles of collaboration and sharing as part of the routine, and favors the development of student creativity and inventiveness through playful, investigative, and exploratory learning experiences. Many schools throughout Brazil and the world already have many of these characteristics. Our intention is to enhance what is already good and help with what can be improved. Making a school more creative may demand intentional transformations of activities and routines that permeate the school culture, such as rethinking the classroom arrangement, the creative use of materials, exploring groupings of certain curricular components in the timetable, rethinking the timetable itself, challenging the curriculum, developing integrated projects, creating more participatory decision-making processes, implementing various evaluation formats, among other examples of actions. By understanding the complexity of this transformation and collaborating with those who seek strategies that help make the school more creative, hands-on, meaningful, collaborative, and inclusive, we mapped aspects that should be considered in this transformation and organized them into 9 dimensions that can be explored intentionally by you and other members of the school community and the school system. We chose these 9 aspects based on the experience of 16 school systems in the Creative Schools program, and we understand that this list is constantly evolving based on suggestions, experiences, and reflections from the educators and school systems that are using this tool. We organized these 9 dimensions by placing 2 of them at the center: student belonging and protagonism, where the student, as an agent with rights, mobilizes and drives the purpose of all actions within a school system, and appropriation in teaching practice, a complex task of articulating knowledge with the intent of catalyzing student learning. The other dimensions revolve around these central ones, each adding elements that contribute and enrich the ecosystem of this creative school. We know that these transformations do not happen overnight. They require teachers and leaders to see themselves as designers of educational opportunities and with adequate conditions to experiment and reflect on less instructional and content-based pedagogical practices, placing the interests and needs of students at the center of the process. We understand that these actions are not just one-off activities or attributions aimed at only some profiles that are part of this system, but rather shared and continuous responsibilities that need to be incorporated into the school routine and the entire school system. Therefore, we established reflection routines about each dimension for different profiles that make up the school ecosystem: teachers, members of the school leadership team, and members of the education department. Thus, our intention is to make these different agents jointly responsible for building a more creative school and, perhaps, school system. The Department of Education has an essential leadership role throughout this process, promoting the integration between schools and finding common strategies for the network while considering specific contexts. This requires effective management that improves its actions as an institution, bringing the leadership closer to inventive and creative practices. The dissemination of knowledge and strategies by all teams in the department, as well as the engagement of school managers, can encourage this movement and positively impact student training. The school, on the other hand, is the place that gives meaning to all these actions and where they materialize, both in joint initiatives and in the transformation of the classroom. It is essential that the school community as a whole, teachers, school administrators, employees, students, and family members discuss and express their intention to become a more creative school and collaboratively create strategies to achieve this goal. The reflection routines that we bring in each dimension are questions, not guidelines, because we understand that there is not a single path or solution for the needs of different school systems or individual schools, and that the protagonists in designing these actions must be the people who are part of these contexts, mobilized by these reflections. We invite you to explore this material as a tool for reflection, which can help you identify your path in building a creative school, to understand which initiatives have already been achieved, and plan your next steps. Not sure about where to start? Choose a dimension that you would like to understand better or improve in your context. Find the reflection routines that match your profile and write down your ideas. Share this tool with your peers. Host conversation circles to involve other agents in this dialogue. Learn about other reflections and collectively design new actions. And if through this exploration you find other possibilities and have suggestions for changes to the dimensions, share them with us.